today is the day. So today is the day we're going to pick up the new Caymas, man. Finally, gosh almighty, it has been, we'll just call it a waiting game. Hey, I got my buddy Jeremy with me. We're also going to go do the break-in today. So we're going to give you a full-on boat tour. Let's go to Watson's. All right, so Watson's called me just a little bit ago. We're kind of in a crunch right now. I got to make a stop. You know, me and the wife are old. Got to pick up some pharmaceuticals for us. We are going to try our best, me and Jeremy, to get this boat in the water, get everything done, and try and get the break-in period done, which takes 2 to 3 hours, I think. We'll find out more of that when we get over there. And when we get it to the boat ramp parking lot, we'll do a walkthrough. All right. Everything's supposed to be ready by the time we get there. Fingers crossed. Let's go get this new Caymas. All right, geeks, we are at Watson's. We're going to pick the boat up. Hopefully we're going to have time to do the break-in today. So let's get in here and see what they got to say. Hopefully we're going to strap it on and get going. The boat is way bigger than my trike. Way bigger. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, geeks of all ages, it's finally that time. It is finally that time, ladies and gentlemen. The new CX20 2023 Caymas boat, the new ride for BassGeek. Notice the color. Check it out. Check it out. Brand new. We got the power pole blades on it. The green one, look at that. Look at that. We're gonna bling it out right here with a little bit of green on the motor. We got the 412 Garmin's, 2 at the console. Check the seats out. Oh yeah. Check out what Boat Effects sent me. Oh yeah. Match it up, baby. We got the Garmin trolling motor on there. I mean, she's fresh. No numbers, no nothing. We do have it registered. All right, let's get on the water. Let's do the break-in. All right, geeks, we just done the break-in. Listen, it's a few days after. Jeremy's not with me. We were going to run out of daylight, so we didn't do the break-in the other day when I first kind of gave you a quick walkthrough. But here's what I'm going to do for you right now. We're going to start at the front of the boat. I'm going to show you everything that I've got on this Caymas. We just did the breakthrough. Now, I'm not going to let you sit through that boring stuff while I'm just driving around, but I'll tell you real quick how to break in these awesome Mercury Pro XS big V8s, a 250 on the back. Basically, what you do is you have to do a 2-hour break-in. The first 2 hours are the most important. Don't let it idle. You do not want to idle too very long at the beginning. Don't let it idle for more than a minute. That's about it. Get out there. You're going to do 10 minutes. Every 2 minutes you want to change, keeping it under 4,500 RPMs. And what I do is I just change, you know, I'd either work my way down or work my way up. So I'd go by about 500 RPMs every 2 minutes. So, you know, every 2 minutes in that 10 minutes you would change, and then once you got to 10 minutes, all you'd have to do is put it at full throttle. Now, Keep everything trimmed down, of course, until you get to full throttle. And then I didn't trim up and really try to get top speed out of it. What I did is just keep a load on it to get those rings seated. All right, let's do a walkthrough. So starting with the business end up here on the bow of the boat, man, I've got two 12 Garmin's, okay? So I've got an Echo Map Ultra 126, and I've got a GPS map. Now, the reason why I went with the GPS map, so there's some pros and cons to this setup. The pros with the GPS map 1222 is that I can use Active Captain on my phone and actually record via Wi-Fi to a phone or a tablet and use that in the videos to kind of show you guys what I'm seeing on there. The bad of this setup is that I've got 3 Echo maps, and they'll communicate, but they won't communicate with the GPS map. So like if I want to share that to my console, I can't do it. I have to see it on my phone as I'm kind of driving around, kind of looking for fish that I want to snipe, right? So there's some pros and cons to it, but the most important thing for me is to make sure that I have the capability to record easily for you guys. So the next boat, I don't know, we might change that up and see what happens, just to see what we have to do. But you have to use like a DVR that you can plug in, like a portable DVR to record, or a recording device. Last but not least, I got the Boat EFX, and this is the coolest thing in the world. You know, I showed you their graph locks. Now, the greatest thing about this front mount, and they're working on designing a mount that's going to go on the console too, is that it locks every single screw that you could get to take it apart. It's an incredible design. They've got the gimbals on their way to me that'll have the locks on the side. I can't wait to get it and finish it. I'll show you more about that in another video. Now, the other thing is, we went with the Garmin Force trolling motor, and man, I'm just telling you, this trolling motor is pretty incredible. Like, it will sense if it's a 24 or 36 volt. I mean, you don't have to do anything. It's extremely versatile, and so far, you know, I like, and of course I'll give you updates on the things I like and I don't like about this boat and this setup, but so far I like it's got a ton of speed to it to pull this boat around. And this is, for you guys that don't know, it is a CX. It's a Caymas CX20. I went with that for a little bit of speed. And man, let me tell you, even during the break-in, when I can do full throttle, that Mercury, whew, it's like, you know, going from my old Triton to this one, it's like learning how to drive a boat all over again. Now, let me pop over to open the compartments, and I'll show you what we've got in there. All right, so as you can see in this one, we've got a good finished fiberglass locker. Goes all the way to the bow of the boat, man. You can fit, as you know, probably 10-foot rods in here, no problem. I love it because it's finished. There's no carpet. Extremely well done. Great lighting. You're going to be able to see it. And as you can tell, good metal reinforced lids. Something for us fat boys and us old timers, me, an old fat boy. The entire deck is padded. So not just the casting portion, but even the lids are padded. Now let's flop over and I'll show you the other one. Now, what I love about this one, this is also, you guys know, I'll probably use this as a rod locker. You lose your day box. If you go with a 20, there's a day box that normally sits right here with a hatch lid, but they throw this in. Day box and speed. I like the CX20 a little bit. Same sort of thing. The locker goes all the way to the bow, so you're going to be able to fit in a ton of big rods. And on top of that, like I said, finished fiberglass. The only ones in the industry that do that. It's the details of this boat that I love, guys. And one of the details that I love is this right here. Notice the raised lip. so that water doesn't get down into your compartment. And in this case, you've got removable parts. So you can put rods in here, or you can just divide it up and put all your baits and tackle in there. That's pretty much what I'm gonna do with it. Now, this thing is massive, as you can see. And again, good heavy duty metal, padded up here, so you and a buddy can be up front, but a massive, massive locker. You can put some of your go-tos in here. Now this boat, I didn't have them come with the slam latches, but they do put a metal guard here so you're not chipping that fiberglass away. Like I said, well thought out designs. Even got a couple of cup holders in there if you want to keep some good drinks in there, keep them warm or keep them cold. All right, let's check out the cooler. All right, so the cockpit, guys. This is an extremely well-designed cockpit. So this is something else I like. You don't want to sit down on the carpet and get your rear end wet. You can sit right here on your cooler. Now we'll open that up in a minute and I'll show you a little more, because you know this foam is extremely fast drying. This right here, trust me, this kind of reminds me, you know, this is a Bent's boat. This very much reminds me of kind of the Triton design when he was there. Man, you can throw lures in here, they never fly out. Pretty much anything. You can see you've got the tool holders on each side. And of course, you've got your Caymas measuring board. Nice, easy, quick to get to. And then you've got a nice little glove box here where you can store a ton of stuff. You know, we'll probably put some scales and that sort of stuff in there. Leave a little bit of room for a co-angler. You got the co-angler rod area, the we'll just call it the old crap handle. And something else that I love is this. You can see this right here. Everything is down here has got the foam on it, but look at the drains. You've got two of them. You've got another one. I don't know if you'll see it, but it's anyway. It's under there. Two on each side. You got a cup holder there. You got a cup holder there. You got a great box here in the middle to keep things out. Let me show you the cooler. All right, so the cooler is a slam latch. Nice big cooler. Got a drain on it, of course, and going to be able to keep things very cold. I've heard good things about that. Now here you can see again another slam latch, and if anything ever tears up on this, or if you need to work on your sending unit, you just unscrew a few things there, because gas tank is down the middle of the boat. So you get to your sending unit there. This is a nice little dry box, and you can see I throw my trolling motor remote, you know, just gonna be odds and ends. Throw my wallet in there, my keys in there. It'll keep everything where they should be. Now this is where the rubber meets the road. Man, first off, you've got adjustable seats. So the seats will slide up and slide back. The steering wheel is adjustable up and down. You got your controls over here, updated control panel. You can see where I put my power pole on my dash there. And then you've got two EcoMap 126, the Ultra UHD or whatever. Smart gauge. Of course, I did go with the Atlas, so I've got a jack plate. And then this box is dry. You've got USB connections in here, so this works great. Love this little box. And you know, like I said, man, I couldn't be happier with this boat. The lighting. The one thing that kind of got left out was the windshield. So apparently they didn't send the windshield. They didn't even drill the holes to screw the windshield down. So hopefully we're gonna get that fixed. They were trying to get me the boat in a hurry. You know, sometimes stuff gets missed. Now, let's go check out the butt of the boat. So now we've got the back of the boat, and one thing about the cockpit that I didn't actually talk about is we've got a net built in behind the seats. It folds in, Pretty awesome. It's nylon, but it's coated in rubber, so it's not going to be able, you're not going to get the hook stuck in it nearly as bad. And then when you do net those fish, you've got two very large, very nice live wells. They are lighted. They do have pump outs. I love the white in them because you're going to be able to see your bass a little bit better. Mine were gray in the old Triton, and you'd get dark in there, and sometimes tracking them down in some dirtier water situations. Now, on both sides, look how huge this box is back here. So you've got one here, and of course you've got another over here. And so you've got plenty of storage back here and plenty of storage for that co-angler that's going to go with you. And we are absolutely going to be using this on the BFLs up on Cumberland Lake. All right, guys, so like I said, I got my 2 power pole blades. I got 8-foot power pole blades. I'll show you those in a little bit. But I always say you can truly tell how well a bass boat is designed by looking into the battery box. Again, I love it. They give us 2 of these little storage compartments, and look how clean this is. You got a breaker over there for your batteries. You've got a Perco switch where you can turn those off. You've got plenty of room for the blades, and of course we went with the power pole charge. We've got one battery here. Here's your main power shut off, and then we put another Perco in that's strictly for our graphs and electronics. Now here's what I truly love about this. So there's all your bilge pumps. Here's all your bilge pumps. Your bilge area. And that's what I say. That's why I really do think this is one of the best designed boats on the market. It's why I went with the Caymas. I mean, the battery box in and of itself says it all. Now, as you can tell, this is the money end of the deal. We've got the Atlas jack plate, we've got the 8-foot power pole blades, and we've got the 250. All right, boys. That's about it for this. All right, geeks. That's about all I've got to show you. Hey, by the way, funny enough, we do have a ladder over here. We'll show you that a little bit later for all y'all that seen me fall in the lake a few years ago. That's about it for the day. I got to get off the lake and go to work. So I'll show you a little more when we get out of the boat. All right, guys, maiden voyage, everything went all right. Listen, I'm going to tell you right now, whew, this thing has got a little more power than the old Ruby. Old Red, this has got some get up and go. Now, the thing about the Caymas boats is that you've got to kind of learn how to drive them. You know, got a little bit of water in the live well, so you can test everything out today. Letting that finish draining out. But you got to learn how to drive them. You know, he got up on, 65, and I was playing with the jack plate and everything, and it started, chine walking a little bit. And for me, that's pretty normal. Old Ruby, she used to do that back when, the old Johnson had a little more power behind it. Ain't got that kind of spunk to it no more, though. But check this bad boy out. All right, guys, so I was going to let you guys vote on the name of the new boat, but my wife come up with a pretty good one. She's going to call it the Green Goblin. So the Green Goblin it is. Hey, you got to let the wife win one once in a while, right? So the Green Goblin, we're going to do some things to deck it out a little bit more and you know, check it out. Hey guys, do me a favor. If you end up buying a Caymas or you bought one this year, hey, send me a pic of it. I want to see it. I'll share it on my other social medias too. Congratulating you guys. I really do think you should check them out. The ride on this thing was incredible. The handling on this thing was incredible. I can't wait to fish out of it, which is coming this weekend. We're gonna chase some bed and smallies. So we're gonna put it to the test. But as always, questions and comments in the comment section below, guys. Thank you, because without you guys, I don't have this. I don't get to do this. I appreciate the heck out of it. Like it if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. Make sure you guys ring that bell so you get the notifications when these videos come out. As always, 100% Watch Squad, you guys are the best. And as always, for every single one of you geeks out there, you guys rock.